Welcome back to South Brule, to Paul Costain's farm. With me is Joe. This is very interesting about plastics and the use and not the use, of course, anymore. And your site, which is Plastic Oceans, isn't it?
Yeah, plasticoceans.uk.
You've been in television yourself. You've decided you've done goodness knows how many documentaries, but the word is still not maybe getting through to a lot of people about the use of plastics. I mean, we hear these phenomenal numbers being, bits of plastic being chucked away.
Yes, it's a massive problem, and I started looking at this nearly 11 years ago, and nobody was talking about it. Nobody was interested. We couldn't get any NGOs to work with us. And it's incredible to me how so many people are on board with this now, how schools are talking about it, governments are talking about it, and the public are demanding alternatives. So I'm very hopeful at the way things are changing. I know we've got a long way to go, but believe me, we have come a long way.
Well, I say you do documentaries, TV. You had some input into Blue Planet, which was a
the
game changer.
One.
Well, it's still a game changer, wasn't the whole thing? People really getting involved with animals.
Yes, but what was frustrating in those days, because my background is conservation, marine conservation, and working on Blue Planet, we were showing the oceans in a way that was really rose-tinted glasses. We were showing it as if it was full of fish, as if everything was clean. You couldn't tell if you were seeing turtles come up the beach that the crew might have spent 2 hours cleaning plastic off that beach so that the camera couldn't see any of it.
Interesting point.
So I felt that we had a duty to tell people the truth, because if we don't, if people still think they can continue to throw everything into the ocean, continue to take the fish out, and yet look, it's all fine, then the oceans will suffer even more. So I thought it was time to do something. And actually back in the late 90s, we were doing a shoot off southern Spain with pilot whales. And it's where they have all the polytunnels growing our winter salads. And it's very, very windy along that strait. And we were in with the whales, but there were huge swathes of polythene sheeting in with us. And I was saying, we've got to do something about this. We can't just tell people it's all fine. This is a story. Oh, no. People don't want bad news. Well, give them some credit. Look what's happened now when it has been included.
Major game changer. But
absolutely.
You're going to tell me you've got lots more work to do, right?
Oh, always lots more work to do, yes. I mean, but we're a long way from getting there, but the ball is definitely rolling in the right direction.
People watching this, the simple things that they can do. I mean, every supermarket, I even think about it, go, oh my goodness, it's got plastic everywhere.
I know.
And, there's something to think about it, but we still, again, on that one, should we think twice what we buy?
Absolutely. I mean, if you're buying butter, don't buy butter in a plastic dish. Buy it wrapped in paper. Why do you need a new butter dish every time the butter runs out? And if you're buying, obviously take your own bags. If you're buying soap, use solid soap. It'll last longer, it smells just as good, and it gets you just as clean. So we don't need a new plastic bottle every time the soap runs out. There's so many little ways. If you're lighting a barbecue, or if you're a smoker, don't get the single-use lighters. I mean, a plastic lighter, when it runs out, you can't refill it. It's madness. Particularly when you've got refillable ones now and you can use matches. So why are we so addicted to this convenient lifestyle? We've got to go back to the way it was for the sake of all of us.
Well, you're over here, time of recording, you've done your talk, but who are you, preaching your message to at the moment here on the island?
This time on the Isle of Man. Well, our board, our trustees are based in the Isle of Man, so Plastic Oceans UK trustees. 3 of them are based here, and we're going to have a board meeting. But also the Water Bear Production Company are going to be launching an environmental film fund here. And I'm going to be just mentioning how environmental films can change policy, because that's what's happened with our one. And actually, it's influenced a lot of people. Blue Planet 2 didn't have plastic in it originally. And Sir David Attenborough, who's in my film and who I filmed for our website nearly 11 years ago, said to them, why isn't plastic in this? Haven't you watched Joe Ruxton's film? And because of that, Blue Planet ended up doing a piece on plastics. So for me, it was a massive acceleration of getting the message out there, because so many people see that all over the world.
Wow. I could talk to you for ages. But are we now doing the right things? Or are we on the right path?
Not yet. We're getting there.
Super tank is changing.
Absolutely.
Right.
And also, school children are completely on board with it. And never underestimate the power of children. We don't have to wait for them to grow up and become policymakers. They can influence their parents and their peers and their teachers now, and I've seen it happening in classrooms that I've gone to speak at. It's incredible how they soak this up, and they're going, why on earth are we doing this? If there's a threat to the environment,
So more information, go to your website.
Go to plasticoceans.uk.